Right, this is a quick tutorial to support in your use of the mental subtraction method of adjusting. Now obviously there's lots of different mental methods you can go and use, but it's important you make use of the most efficient one for the question. So have a look at this method. Now firstly, you might get a question such as 82 take away 37. If you've got 82 take away 37, quite simply you can look at the tens column. You've got 80 and 30. 8 to take away 30 is 50. However, what about when you come to have that little problem of having the ones? Got 2, take away 7. That becomes a bit of a pest. So, what we can do is we can start to look at the 37, which is close to 40. So we could say 82 take away 40. Suddenly, life is a bit easier. An 82 take away 40 is dead easy. It's 42. Now, that helps us in the starting point, because obviously we've taken away 40, but we really want to take away 37. So 37 is still inside here. So what we do is we've taken away 40, we need to give ourselves back 3. Because obviously 37 plus 3 gives you 40. That gives us 45. So we've got that nice efficient method, and that way we get the answer of 45. A bit of a piece of cake when you think of it like that. So that's a first method of adjusting. All you've done is you've adjusted that first little bit. So let's just go and get rid of some of these numbers, shall we? See if we can clear some off. Right, lots of numbers gone. Oh, still here. Disappeared now. Right, so if we then move on to something a little bit more complicated, we might have something on the lines of 343 take away 129. Now again, looks like a really, really big calculation. And you might start to say to yourself, I can't do that mentally. But actually, you can. Because 129 is really, really close to 130. And if you take 130 away from 340, it's dead easy, isn't it? It straight away gives you 213. And like before, we've turned the 129 into 130 by adding 1. So all we do is we have to give ourselves back 1, which means 214. And we've got our answer, 214. Now these methods are basically purely just quite simply written methods, but they're mental calculation methods because you don't need to do all this writing. This is just a way of showing you the process. So let's try another one, perhaps a little bit bigger, but it shows again how we can use the same method for even numbers that look quite big. So if I said gave you 2,483, take away 1,396, you might be saying, can't do that mentally, surely that's far too big. But why stop? Have a look at it. Because really, 1,396 is actually really, really close to 1,400. It's only 4 away from it. So why stop there? And if you take that 1,400 away, I can't remember there's a 1,000 there as well, you're basically just going, well, 1,000 away, 400, it's just 1,083. How easy is that? And again, like before, we've added 4 to make our 1,400. So the 1,396 is in here. We give ourselves 4 back, and we end up with the answer 1,087. 1,000. How easy is that? All you're doing is just adjusting the number. You're changing it from what it was in the first place. And that's what we've got to look to do all of the time. And that's going to be the easiest way of working out lots and lots of these calculations, by looking for the near tens or even near hundreds, or in this case, the near thousands. And that's the biggie. So let's say we've still got our 2,417. Big number. And this time we're going to take away 1,581. Now, Some of you might feel really confident with this, some of you might not feel as confident. And the bigger the number, that's when the mental calculations become a little bit harder. But we can still use the same method. So if we've got 2,417 take away 1,581, you could say, ooh, well, big numbers. If I take away 1,600, it's getting difficult. So why not turn this into 2,000? Right, so if I take away 2,000 in your head, you're going, ooh, easy. It's just 417 left. Thing is, to get to 2,000, you've actually had to borrow, or take away, or add, or whatever you want to come. In fact, add really, isn't it? You've had to add 19 to get to 1,600, and then 400. So what you've done is you've added 419. So what you've got to do is come back this way by adding 419. So 2 little jumps. And if you do this in your head, really easy. 417 plus 400 is 817. Plus 19, for those of you nice and quick, 19 plus 17 is 36. Put your 800 back on. You've got your 836. Now, it seems really big, but all you've done there is you've adjusted the numbers to something a little bit more manageable again, which in this case is 2,000. That is a secret for subtracting by adjusting. You take a big chunk away and then you adjust back. That's the key. Good luck. Use it.